I mean, we got to get back in transition. I mean, we got to guard the three. They shoot it at an astronomical pace. I think once you know it's coming, you can prep for it. But they're going to get them up. You're not going to deny them opportunities to shoot the three. It's just we got to be there to contest, and we got to rebound because there'll be long rebounds.
And on the opposite side, how important is it for you guys going to be getting into Alexis and keep this as their low size?
Yeah, I mean we're that's one of the keys is to pound it inside and to get our post players looks in the paint and to attack. Although they play a lot of defenses, so I mean we have to, no matter what we call, we have to stay organized because you never know, what defense they'll be in. As long as we got good ball movement and we're creating fluidity on our offense, we should be all right.
I know you haven't had a great deal of time to study Arkansas, but what makes this year's team different from the other Razorback teams in the past that you guys have been able to handle? Because this seems like a much improved team you're facing.
They are a much improved team. I mean he got a year under his belt to put his system in. He's got some transfers that has stepped in and provided some scoring for them. Some just being a threat out there on the floor. So it should be a good matchup. Hopefully we can come out with another SEC road win.
Is it good to have experiences like this for your team come tournament time where you don't have that much time to prepare, so you have to be laser focused in order to come out with a victory?
Yeah, I think what was important for us is to get some rest. We took yesterday off. They came in and had probably one of the best practices that we've had. Just energized, a lot of communicating in here, and so hopefully we've taken a step up to get closer to playing like it's an NCAA tournament. But it's a great environment we'll be in. It's a great opponent with a different style of play than we've seen. So it's a good test for us.
So to continue seeing the success that you've had against top 25 teams in SEC play, winning 3 of 4, is that a boost for this team where you know that the competition's only going to get tougher as this thing goes along, kind of like Joe was mentioning with the NCAA tournament play on the way? How nice is that just to have that much play?
It's great, but I've always said that if you can win big, not big as in the results, big in that getting SEC wins, it sets you up to be able to win a national championship. So unfortunately, we tear each other up, and we put each other out of postseason play just by having to play each other night in and night out. I mean, it's a good problem to have, but certainly the competition's there.
Tay was saying how much she loves the road trips, the travel, and going all around. What do you feel about it when you have to go to Kentucky, then back here, then go to Arkansas, and then come back here, and then play for the next week of games?
I like it. I mean, we had this type of week at home the week before. So I mean, we had 2 home games. We've had to play, 2 away games. So I mean, it's part of the schedule. Everybody has to do it, but everybody doesn't fare well playing 2 road games in the SEC. So, it's a test. Hopefully, we'll pass it.
How impressed have you been with the defense, especially inside? If I were to tell you last year that you guys would be averaging more blocks per game without Asia Wilson patrolling the paint, would you be surprised by that?
No, with the rate that Kiki blocked shots, and we were bringing in a shot blocker in Victoria Saxton. So I mean, it was actually, Asia doing a lot of the blocking. Kiki got in sparingly, but she got blocks. But now that she's playing a lot more minutes for us, she's equaling the playing field of what we had last year.
I know it's a couple of weeks old now, but what has Bianca, her addition to the starting lineup, done for this team?
I mean, Bianca's been great. I mean, she's playing like, the person that's been around our program for 5 years on both sides of the ball. I think she's really comfortable playing with Ty. That way she can play off the ball a lot, and she can, spot up and space out for 3-point shots. And now she's getting her speed back to where, people are on top of her 3-point shot, so she can drive by and create off the bounce.
You mentioned her chemistry with Ty. Just how about the chemistry with that 5 unit that has started the last 6 games?
I mean, we created some great chemistry. I think they are, they're good friends. So, it's hard to, not want to do well for, somebody that you admire, somebody that you spend time with on and off the court. But that, once we got stable in a starting 5, I think it's helped our chemistry.
Through her rehab process. Was that kind of always the plan to have her come back and eventually be a starter?
Yes, I mean, when we decided to, you know, the B was going to come back, you know, we weren't expecting her to be a reserve. We expected her to give us what she's been giving us her entire career, and we needed that shot in the arm from an experienced guard because we lost a whole lot. Taya was new. You know, Ty was different for her because she's taken on a different role and different um, guard play because she had different guards that she played with previously. So in her championship season and this season, in that Bianca Jackson and Danye aren't playing as much. But it's good. They're playing well now. So our bench is getting stronger. I know it doesn't look like that on game days, but in here it does. So at some point we're going to start clicking.
Coach, if Destiny was a healthy scratch last game, what do you need to see from her to be a more consistent contributor as the season goes along?
I'm having probably the hardest time as coaching this team because we have so many players that can play, that flat out play. Um, when you're nip and tuck and you're in the SEC season, it. I tend to go with the known. Destiny, definitely needs to get some experience. But I mean, it was just Ty's just been playing extremely well, and they all know when a when a player is playing extremely well, I'm gonna I'm gonna run them to the cows come home, and it's at the detriment of some other people getting some experience that they need.
Coach Tanner was talking the other day about all the work he's been doing to find a place should you guys host the NCAA tournament. Is that something you have much input on, or are you just kind of focused on the season at hand?
I'm just focused on the season. Coach Tanner's gonna take care of that. I mean I can't do anything, so I'm gonna follow his lead, and hopefully it ends up something that's beneficial for us and our fans.
And then last thing, the Duke game, is there any more progress on that?
Duke's not gonna play us, so I think they're gonna release something, but they're not gonna play us.